G'day there Guardians, it is Xur's Day. Yes, I am, as usual, going to be late, so this is when I'll be recording my Xur videos. They'll be coming up later. Sorry about that for everyone in the States or the UK that used to watch my videos and wake up and they'd be on. Now it's going to be the other way around. So, as we know, the Flashpoint was in Mercury this week, and as a result of that, Xur was not going to appear in the same location as the Flashpoint, because those people who don't have Curse of Osiris DLC don't have access to Mercury. So instead, it looks like Xur has appeared in the tower. You can see here he is, just here in the hangar. So if you come through, when you spawn in, you turn left and go round the little pathway there, follow it all the way around. When you get into the tower, hangar left, go up towards Iraq Jalal, and here I am just past Iraq Jalal. There he is over there. Just we walk up these stairs, and here is our big tentacle-faced buddy. And what has he got for us this week? Let's see. Okay, so he has the isochronal engram, the Fated engram, okay? This Fated engram, for those people who don't know, is available once per week. One time per week. You can only get one a week per account. So if I open it on my Hunter, I won't have it for my Titan. If I open it on my Titan, I won't have it for my Warlock, and so on and so forth, right? So just bear in mind that you're going to want to open this Fated engram for whichever character you're chasing gear for, alright? If you chase... if you're chasing a piece of armor for your Hunter, then do not open it on your Titan, because it won't be available for you for the Hunter. Okay, just keep that in mind. That is a chance for you to get one piece of exotic gear that you do not yet have. It's your best chance of getting it, rather than waiting for RNG to finally drop what you are looking for. Exotic gear, we've got the Darcy sniper rifle, which, you know, for me, just doesn't appeal to me. It doesn't have... It seems like it's got a reasonable amount of impact, but it just doesn't feel like a proper sniper rifle. I feel like the exotic perk, Personal Assistant, doesn't really proc very often, well, certainly doesn't for me. I haven't done extensive testing with it, but I have used it a fair bit just to see how it goes, and honestly, I must be missing something, but it doesn't feel like it procs for me terribly often. It feels more like a scout rifle than a sniper rifle with slightly heavier impact. That's all. Personal Assistant is the exotic perk, while we're talking about that, where you aim at an enemy and you can view its health and other critical information in the scope, and when that is active, over here, target acquired, the other exotic kind of perk for the Darcy, gives you better target acquisition, and it deals more precision damage. So if you are looking for that sort of thing, it's supposed to be handy for bosses, for high level enemies, but it really doesn't appear to be working as intended, at least not for me. If you've had a different experience, pop your experience in the comments section below. I look forward to hearing what you've got to say, or reading what you've got to say, because the Darcy just does not feel like a terribly useful power weapon to me. For the Hunters, Celestial Nighthawk is available. If you're looking for that Celestial Nighthawk and you do not have it yet, go grab it from Xur, because it's super useful if you are running a Hunter in high-end activities. If you're looking for that damage, boss damage, DPS, then Celestial is definitely a winner in that department. The other alternative on a Hunter, of course, is Orpheus Rigs for the tether on your Night Stalker. The perk Hawkeye hack modifies your golden gun to a single high damage shot. So I think in Destiny 2 it's about 4 times damage. In Destiny 1 it used to be 6 times damage. Your golden gun used to, Celestial used to convert it from 3 shots to 1, and it would do 6 times damage. In D2, I'm pretty sure it's about 4. Enemies eliminated by the shot also explode, so that's kind of cool. But obviously, usually you'd be using it on boss level high-end enemies, which won't die from one Celestial. If they do, great, because they're going to explode. and kill other enemies around them. Okay, we've also got increased resilience or increased health recovery. You can see down the bottom there, you can have one of 3 if you choose health recovery, or you can have double on resilience. And of course, we've got a solar paragon mod, which gives you a class ability back quicker. It recharges faster. The class ability on the hunter is, of course, the dodge, so keep that in mind. That is the ability there. And of course, on a golden gun gunslinger, you don't have invisibility when you dodge, so keep that in mind as well. The Hellfire Heart for the Titans, excuse me, Sunfire Furnace is the exotic intrinsic perk here. Greatly improves the recharge rate of your solar abilities while Hammer of Soul is charged. It's basically, if you remember, Simmering Flames from the Sunbreaker, the top of the Sunbreaker tree in Destiny 1, when you had your hammers fully charged, Hammer of Soul supercharged, then it would give you back your melee and grenade abilities a lot quicker. That's basically the same perk, just on an exotic piece of armor now. We've also got resilience and health recovery, so you've got double mobility, double resilience, or you can flick one of those resilience items down to recovery, also useful with a solar impact mod, which means that you can get your melee ability to recharge a little bit quicker as well. That's kind of useful, but of course this is a super oriented armor piece, so it would have been handy if we could get something like that. Sadly, we don't actually have a mod that allows us to do that yet. And for the Warlocks, we've got Eye of Another World. I'll get there eventually with 23 legendary shards. All of these armor pieces are 23 legendary shards. And the exotic intrinsic perk here is Cerebral Uplink. Highlights priority targets and improves the regen speed of grenade, melee, and rift abilities. So you can, when you're wearing it, obviously it will outline different targets for you, priority targets, and it also increases the regen speed of your grenade, melee, and rift abilities. That is a super effective perk. When it procs for you, it's quite handy, especially those who are using the rift. But then you've got other items like Eye of Tempest and Crown of Tempests, Eye of Tempests, sorry about that, Crown of Tempests, and those sorts of things that will allow you to do that. Also, there are Lunafaction boots, which make your rift really useful for your team as well, being able to reload by strafing in and out of that rift. We've got increased mobility this time, or increased health recovery, which maxes out your recovery but drops that mobility section there in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Of course, no resilience on this particular piece of armor. That said, because there's no resilience, we've got an impact absorption mod which increases this piece of armor with its resilience. So there you go. Now, the other thing that Xur has now brought, because of the update which came out a couple of days ago, is the 3 of Coins consumable. This boon from the 9 feels both strange and familiar, because we had the 3 of Coins in Destiny 1. Of course, it was blue, it was rare, and it operated so that the next Ultra or Crucible match that you completed or killed or completed would have an increased chance of dropping an exotic engram. The way that this 3 of Coins, this is a legendary 3 of Coins, the way this 3 of Coins works, for 31 legendary shards, finally we've got something we can spend shards on, increased chance to receive exotic engrams from sources around the world. So basically, all of those activities that you can get exotic engrams from, that includes chests and public events, so on and so forth, you now have the chance to get an exotic engram. Your chance is increased, but it's not one-off. It actually lasts for 4 hours. Just like popping a fire team medallion lasts for 4 hours, this lasts for 4 hours as well. So get on board if you want to grab that. I mean, why wouldn't you? For 4 hours, increased chance of getting an exotic engram for 31 legendary shards. That is, I mean, may as well. There's nothing else to spend shards on. Well, there's a few things now. I shouldn't say that. But certainly, I'd be testing it out and seeing how effective it is. The 3 of Coins, 31 legendary shards, and 4 hours to increase the chances of getting an exotic engram. I'll just quickly show you again where Xur is. He is in the corner of the hangar. When you spawn in at the tower, turn left, follow your path all the way through to the tower, to the hangar, turn left again to see Iraq Jalal, run past him and then up the stairs to see Xur. I'll show you quickly right now where he is, just at the top of these stairs here. And here he is. Of course, he has the Darcy, the Celestial Nighthawk, the Hello Fired Heart, the Eye of Another World, 3 of Coins, and the once per week per account Fated Engram that will give you an increased chance of getting something you do not have. That's it for this week, Guardians. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and on Instagram. BoylerRoom 81. Thanks for watching, Guardians. I'll see you next time.